Hello, this is Heather at Northwest Yarns and Mercantile, and today we are going to make a little liner for our bag. I have cut 2 pieces of fabric that are about the same size as my bag, and I have put fusible interfacing on the side of the liner. I'm going to do 2 types of pockets. So for the bigger pocket, I have cut a piece of fabric that is the same width as my liner and is double the size of the pocket, which I've then ironed, and I'm going to baste this onto here and then sew a line in the middle to divide that pocket up. And the next side, I'm going to have a little mini pocket, and I have ironed about 1/4 inch around 3 sides. Then I have folded this back and done a little triangle, so then I can have a little mitered corner. The top I have ironed over twice, so now I'm going to sew along this edge and then pin this in place where I want it. Okay, now I'm going to make some divisions for my pockets. I'm actually going to do a couple in here because I wanted to just mention this feature. I've been sewing for, 40 years and never knew what this little thing was for. It's a stitch guide for when you have really long segments. So I'm going to use that to make my little pocket here. Oh my gosh, there we go. So I'm going to use this as the guide. When I'm putting on little pockets like this, I like to go around the edge first and then do a second row for reinforcement. Maybe not necessary in this little bag, but, why not do some overkill? And now I'm doing my reinforcing or top stitching. Okay, next step is I'm going to take the right sides together, making sure the pockets are both facing upwards, so we don't have an upside down pocket. And I'm just going to throw caution to the wind and not pin anything. And I'm doing a 5/8 seam allowance for this. Okay, next step, I'm going to grade my seams, which basically means I'm just going to trim them so that they are less bulky. Now we're not turning this inside out, so I don't have to do the little corner snip. But the next step I want to do is I want to basically make a little lip and iron this. I'm being a little not very precise within this project because it's just a sample, but all right. So then now this is ready to go inside my bag. And then the last step is that I'm going to hand stitch that liner inside the bag. And the reason I'm going to hand stitch versus machine sewing is I can sort of grab onto the little purl bumps on the inside, and then it will remain hidden. I will show you what that looks like. So here's one I prepared earlier. So you can see I've hand stitched on the inside of that bag so that on the outside you don't see any machine stitching. And it lays nicely. And then I have all my lovely little pockets. Oh, I need to trim those. So yeah, there you go. That's how you make your little bag liner. Thanks.